You'd be surprised how easy it is to grow your own food.
You go outside, you pick a few items, and you cook it for your dinner.
This was always ours. And it's like we gave it away for I don't know what. I guess convenience, but I think we're learning now that convenience doesn't always trump everything.
Hi, it's Emily from Bite Size Vegan, and welcome to another Vegan Nugget. It's no secret that fresh, organic fruits and vegetables are ideal for our physical health. But depending on where you live and what your circumstances are, getting access to quality produce can be challenging. Our food system is broken in more ways than one. We have a long and hard battle to fight, not only for the trillions of sentient beings killed for its products, but also for the inequality of food distribution, among other concerns. One of the simplest and most empowering, literally grassroots solutions is growing our own food. In an upcoming video, I'll cover some exciting grassroots initiatives that are transforming urban spaces into community gardens and working to bring fresh produce to food deserts and individuals in need. Today's video is about getting started growing in your own home, apartment, or residence, and the importance of taking our food back into our own hands. To help me share this important topic, I had the honor of speaking with three knowledgeable individuals. Jesse from the Instagram account Vegan Takeover, who we met in the video on feeding the homeless of New York, and whose son Jesse Jace will be appearing in upcoming Vegan Kids interviews. Joan from the Instagram account and upcoming website Hog, Healthy Organic Green, who helps people get started growing with great tips, creative ideas, and by sending organic seeds through the mail. And Carlos Espinal of the 100th Seed Project, which empowers communities in reconnecting with their food source through urban farming, gardening, and green space initiatives. We'll hear more from Carlos in the upcoming urban gardening video. Let's open up with hearing some basics about how to get started growing.
I had this huge patio, in my new apartment that I had moved into. There was a few pots out there that was left, and I always thought, man, let me fill these pots up. Eventually, I got some soil and some seeds, and I started, I planted those pots. And things started growing so well. So the next thing you know, I purchased a lot more pots. I started researching. I started going on YouTube and Googling things. I started visiting local nurseries and buying baby plants. And I just started slowly filling up my patio. My first year, and I never even lived in a house, always in an apartment. I've never had a backyard. My first year, I was harvesting pounds and pounds, probably hundreds of pounds of food. It gives you a great satisfaction to grow your own food. Like, you will really enjoy it. You just need to identify how you're gonna grow your food. Are you gonna grow it on your balcony? Are you gonna grow it in the ground? Find a place with direct sun. Find some nice organic seeds, from a trustworthy place. Visit a local nursery and find out what plants grow good in your growing zone, because, typically we don't know, what type of plants grow where we are living.
See if there's a local farmer's market or CSA community garden that you can go visit and volunteer. Don't be afraid to volunteer. Take some time out of your day and put that work in and learn, because it's all there. Just gotta find it. Don't be afraid to search. Don't be afraid to feel like you don't know enough or whatever, because we all have to start somewhere.
We've been growing food for more than 30 years now, 28 of them right here in our own backyard. We removed a deck that used to sit right here and replaced it with a partial shade garden. When Hurricane Sandy hit, our roof got damaged and we needed to replace the gutters. The banged up ones were upcycled, and now, hanging in the back, they grow our lettuces. Over the years, we learned how to grow more food in less space. Thanks to social media, we've been able to teach people to grow their own food anywhere. We started balcony gardens in Miami, hydroponic gardens, rooftop gardens, and windowsill gardens. We visited community gardens and CSAs. Folks have started produce gardens right at their job place.
Reclaiming our food system is such a powerful action. Self-proclaimed gangsta gardener Ron Finley says that gardening is the most therapeutic and defiant act you can do. Plus, you get strawberries.
I think it's very important to reclaim our own food system, because we have almost forgot how to grow food. Growing food is a skill that we all should have in our arsenal. We go to the supermarket and we purchase everything there, but we don't know how these things were grown. A lot of times these things aren't grown locally, they're not in season. When you grow your own food, you You know what you put in the soil. You know that you grow these things organically. You know you didn't use any pesticides.
Well, I'm a believer that just by design, we're stewards of the land. We're meant to be in unison, in cooperation with the land, and we have lost that. It's one of the most vital connections we have is to our planet and our earth. Through learning how to grow our own food, I feel like we also learn it's like responsibility. We plant the seed, we nurture it. It's like birth, right? And you see it grow, and then you're able to watch your creation blossom by nurturing and taking care of it. I think you just have a whole new respect for that process.
The ethics behind many organic labels have brought attention to fraud. Global concerns on the carcinogens used on the food supply, pollinator decline, wildlife destruction leaves the consumer at risk. This is the food we're eating. This is how important this is. The best way to know it's organic is to grow your own organic. We used our social media platform to spread awareness, and to date, we've mailed seeds that we grew right here in this backyard to 1,325 addresses worldwide.
Not only is growing our own food a way for us to reconnect to our food source, it's also a way for us to overcome food insecurity and subvert the power of food corporatization.
Once your plants go through a few seasons, you get to save seeds. Next thing you know, you have your own seed bank, you have a seed collection. If something ever happens, you have food security. Seeds may be worth more than gold if something ever happens in the future. It's a very important skill that we as a society, they don't teach this in school most of the time. We should know how to grow our own food. If everybody grew their own food, we could barter, we could trade. If people started planting seeds in public places, if we had edible fruit trees in the parks, we wouldn't need to be so reliant on buying food from these major corporations. So I think it's very important to grow your own food.
Well, I think the main problem is the access to food. Having these food deserts, even in the biggest cities. Like here in New York, we have tons of supermarkets and stores everywhere. I can walk down the block and go to the bodega, but what are they selling there? None of it is healthy. All of it is detrimental to our health. As much food as there's around us, there's not an abundance of healthy, living, thriving foods. Regardless, especially in cities though, there's a growing movement of grassroots organizations and just people that want to have that reconnection again. Even with farmers markets, right? So they're bringing in access from regional farms that are growing a lot healthier, non-monocultured, like mass-produced food that our agriculture today is just filled with.
We're trying to make a difference because this is something simple, affordable, and needed. The environmental impact of growing your own food is immense. There are no fuel delivery systems to bring cargo ships of produce right to your store. Plastic packaging of the food. There's no fuel to purchase the food. You don't have to get in your car and go purchase it. You go outside, you pick a few items, and you cook it for your dinner. It's that easy. It increases the health of the food and the ecosystem that supports right outside your door. Grow an organic garden is the easiest, most repeatable way to ensure that what the food that you're serving your family on their table is secure.
Finally, home and community gardening is a great way to involve kids and young people in a fun activity that helps them connect to their food in a world where kids are more and more distanced from their food sources. Jesse involves his son, Jesse Jace, in their home gardening.
Well, I think it's really important for children to see where and how food grows, because if kids grow kale, kids will eat kale. If kids grow tomatoes, they're gonna eat tomatoes. Kids love being in the garden. They get excited. They want to water the plants. They want to plant the seeds. They want to harvest the stuff. And then they become connected with it. In today's society, children don't even know what fruits and vegetables are many times. Growing your own food makes children understand and cherish vegetables and fruits. So I think it's very important to get the kids involved and let them be outdoors. They're getting their vitamin D. They're getting their fresh air rather than being cooped up on video games and electronics. So I think that's the most important part.
I hope this video has been helpful and inspiring. Connecting to our food is vital on so many levels, and I believe can even help people open their minds and their eyes to where and from whom their animal products come from. It's also a way to make fresh organic produce more available to everyone, making a healthy vegan lifestyle that much more approachable and attainable. As Carlos said in the opening of this video, we've given away our connection to our food and our ability to produce it on our own. And I think it's time to take it back. I've included links to my guests' contact information if you want to get in touch, and I want to thank Jesse, Carlos, and Joan for their important work and their assistance with this video. Now I'd love to hear from you on this. Do you grow your own food? Do you want to? What do you think about reclaiming our food system? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up and share it around to help others grow their own organics. If you're new here, do hit that big red subscribe button down there for more awesome vegan content every Monday, Wednesday, and some Fridays. And not to miss out on the community garden video. If you want to help support Bite Size Vegan, check out either of the support links in the video description below, or click at the Nugget Army icon there or the link in the sidebar. Now go live vegan, take back your food, and I'll see you soon.
What are you doing?
Warming the bread.
Good boy.